Welcome to our continuing series on questions and answers from the works of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. Today's subject is Peace, Part 4 from Sri Aurobindo. The first thing to do in the sadhana is to get a settled peace and silence in the mind. Otherwise, you may have experiences, but nothing will be permanent. It is in the silent mind that the true consciousness can be built. The important thing is to get rid of the habit of the invasion of troubling thoughts, wrong feelings, confusion of ideas, unhappy movements. These disturb the nature and cloud it and make it difficult for the force to work. When the mind is quiet and at peace, the force can work more easily. It should be possible to see things that have to be changed in you without being upset or depressed. The change is then more easily done. It is not an undesirable thing for the mind to fall silent, to be free from thoughts and still, for it is oftenest when the mind falls silent that there is the full descent of a wide peace from above, and in that wide tranquility, the realization of the silent self above the mind spreads out in its vastness everywhere. Only when there is the peace and the mental silence, the vital mind tries to rush in and occupy the place, or else the mechanical mind tries to raise up for the same purpose its round of trivial habitual thoughts. What the sadhak has to do is to be careful to reject and hush these outsiders, so that during the meditation at least the peace and quietude of the mind and vital may be complete. This can be done best if you keep a strong and silent will. That will is the will of the Purusha behind the mind. When the mind is at peace, when it is silent, one can become aware of the Purusha, silent also, separate from the action of the nature. Quiet is a condition in which there is no restlessness or disturbance. Calm is a still, unmoved condition which no disturbance can affect. It is a less negative condition than quiet. Peace is a still more positive condition. It carries with it a sense of settled and harmonious rest and deliverance. Silence is a state in which either there is no movement of the mind or vital, or else a great stillness which no surface movement can pierce or alter. Keep the quietude, and do not mind if it is for a time an empty quietude. The consciousness is often like a vessel which has to be emptied of its mixed or undesirable contents. It has to be kept vacant for a while till it can be filled with things new and true, right and pure. The one thing to be avoided is the refilling of the cup with the old, turbid contents. Meanwhile, wait. Open yourself upwards. Call very quietly and steadily. Not with a too restless eagerness, for the peace to come into the silence, and once the peace is there, for the joy and the presence. Experience in the sadhana is bound to begin with the mental plane. All that is necessary is that the experience should be sound and genuine. The pressure of understanding and will in the mind and the Godward emotional urge in the heart are the two first agents of yoga. And peace, purity, and calm, with the lulling of the lower unrest, are precisely the first basis that has to be laid. To get that is much more important in the beginning than to get a glimpse of the supraphysical worlds or to have visions, voices, and powers. Purification and calm are the first needs in the yoga. One may have a great wealth of experiences of that kind, worlds, visions, voices, etc., without them. But these experiences occurring in an unpurified and troubled consciousness are usually full of disorder and mixture. At first, the peace and calm are not continuous. They come and go, and it usually takes a long time to get them settled in the nature. It is better, therefore, to avoid impatience and to go on steadily with what is being done. If you wish to have something beyond the peace and calm, let it be the full opening of the inner being and the consciousness of the divine power working in you. Aspire for that sincerely and with a great intensity, but without impatience, and it will come. At last, you have the true foundation of the sadhana. This calm, peace, and surrender are the right atmosphere for all the rest to come. Knowledge, strength, ananda. Let it become complete. The quiet consciousness of peace you now have in the mind must become not only calm but wide. You must feel it everywhere, yourself in it and all in it. This also will help to bring the calm as a basis into the action. The wider your consciousness becomes, the more you will be able to receive from above. The Shakti will be able to descend and bring strength and light as well as peace into the system. What you feel as narrow and limited in you is the physical mind. It can only widen if this wider consciousness and the light come down and possess the nature.